Hi everybody, welcome to Path of Peace. Thank you so much for joining me once and again. This is Hannah. Welcome here, welcome. Before we start today's reading for healing and for the healing hints, please allow me to thank you. Thank you so much for giving thumbs up. Thank you so much for subscribing. And once and again, I would love to invite you to comment down below what is it that you can take from these hints, what is it that resonates with these messages, but above all, how can you take it into your own everyday practice? So, how is it helping you? How is it helping you to navigate? So, let's take a look on what will come out today. And if you are new to this channel, then we are using these readings as hints for journaling, meditation, or supporting you in your practice. We are not reading future, we are not reading past, because I believe that we have capacity to co-create, we have capacity to participate in our healing. It's not something happening to us, it is something that we participate in. So let's see what will come out. What will be the messages for navigating, regulating ourselves, healing ourselves? So we have Tower card, then we have Eight of Wands, and then we have the Devil card. This is an interesting combination. For some people this is like even scary combination, so I will explain what the Devil card means, how we can work with it. It feels very intense. This combination feels very intense. I will start with the Devil card. So the Devil card is a symbol of entanglements, unhealthy entanglements, unhealthy patterns, something that is on a level of toxicity, like when you are addicted to drugs, or you are in very abusive relationships, or you find yourself in very toxic situations. It is basically being chained to something very toxic, to something, that is really not benevolent for us, for human beings. Yeah. So it is like this big leakage, is a symbol of this big leakage, that there is a door open within your psyche, within your energy, within your life. There is a door open that is allowing these toxic things to enter. And first, usually, when we want to heal this, we need to close the door first. So, metaphorically said, because energy usually works as, it is multiplying. So, let's say, I will give an example so that it is easier to understand. Let's say that you go to a bar. Yeah, let's say that you go to some kind of really not good bar, which is a bad choice because these places automatically attract dangers or abuse or something wrong. So let's say that you go there And suddenly the energy starts piling up. You drink way too much, you hang out with bad people, then something got stolen from you, and it is a door open. Yeah, it is a door open for these things to accumulate. We need to close the door of the toxicity. When we are healing trauma, these toxic doors are usually connected with something bad happening to us, usually in childhood, but anytime in our life. For example, open door of heaviness and bad life experiences would be, for example, if you have been through childhood abuse, then there is a high probability that you would end up in abusive relationships, or maybe you have a hard time to maintain your job. It is like accumulating. Yeah, it's like a hole in our being, a doorway opened. And that doorway is usually, that doorway that was opened and is toxic, is usually shaking our world, which is the Tower card. It is hitting us. It is like this invisible power that is taking us to bad people, wrong places, wrong choices. Yeah. Why? Because this fundamental rift within our soul, this fundamental rift within our psyche wasn't healed. So this is not an easy combination. I will not tell lies about it. This is definitely not an easy combination. Yeah, the devil and the tower. However, it can become a very healing combination in the sense of awakening, in the sense of becoming aware. Where is it that I allowed this energy to enter my life? And it can also be like ancestral patterns that have been passed, or something really heavy, dark, that is like shaking our world. And we can even see it collectively. Yeah, all these toxic things displaying in this world, shaking the world. We have Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is a beautiful card of action. Eight of Wands is bringing this fresh, dynamic energy that is allowing us to move. Yeah, move somewhere to a different place, or change your job, or receive some new inspiration, insight. With Eight of Wands, it is usually like fast moving energy. So something can be resolved quickly. You can take your power back. You can act upon something. So it is like this beautiful invitation to find a way through this incredibly deep and maybe even painful rift in your healing process, in your psyche, maybe in your circumstances, wherever that is, to somehow use it really as this alchemical container and make some maybe action or choice to close the door, because it is very easy to continue repeating these unhealthy bondages. Yeah, these unhealthy bondages to something. So I always invite people to pray. Pray to God. Ask for guidance. How can I close this very toxic door? How can I heal my heart? How can I let go of these unhealthy patterns of behavior so that I'm not constantly attracting it back? Taking the right action. On a collective level, we can see this basically all around the world. These toxic structures falling apart, which is the tower. these abusive patterns, fear-based patterns, exploitation-based patterns coming to surface so that we can take the right action, which is the Eight of Wands. Okay, I pulled once again an animal card from Jamie Sams as our strategy. And we have a bear card. Yeah, bear is such a beautiful energy. Bear is like this mother energy, this nourishing mother, protection, love, strength, endurance. So I feel it is something that we can really use, especially when we are dealing with some toxic situations, heavy bondages, when our world, maybe inner world or outer world, is shaking, then the bear energy is bringing anchor to it. Yeah, what is my cave? What is my refuge? Bear is also very cyclical energy. Yeah, going with the flow. When is it that I should take refuge? And when is it that I should take action? It's a beautiful, beautiful combination here. When is it that I need to refuel, regenerate, restore like a bear during the winter time? And when is it that I shall come out to take the action? The bear energy is also connecting us with dreaming. Do I have a dream that I have forgotten? Usually when we deal with some very profound toxicity or heaviness or abusive things, then we lose ourselves. There is nothing left in us. There is no light. Yeah, trauma can take away a lot. Yeah, it can take our soul away. And this is an invitation to start bringing that soul back, to finding refuge for yourself, to build up your strength once again. And also trusting in renewal, that things work in cycles in this world and in our lives as well. Yeah, that things work in cycles. That eventually everything can be transmuted and healed. That's the power of the bear, eventually. This mother protective, nourishing energy. I know that this reading wasn't exactly an easy one, but I hope that if you came to this video randomly, if you chose this video and this container, that maybe on some level you will find a resonance with it, that maybe you will discover yourself, where is that heavy bondage, maybe where is your energy leaking in your life. Maybe you will realize it more on that collective level and what impact does it have on you. So once again, I would love to invite you to let me know in the comments, how can you use that bear energy in your life? How can you create refuge for that healing? Yeah. So it came through very powerfully. Thank you so much for joining me once and again. I'm very grateful to have you here. I'm grateful that you are interested in these healing stories through tarot and how we can regulate our nervous system and start bringing forth a different story in our lives through the symbols of the cards. Thank you so much for participating on that. And I will be looking forward to connect with you soon. So, bye-bye for now. and thank you.